Yes, children. So today we are going to learn a new poem. You know that? Yes, that is My Neighbor's Fig Tree. Fig tree? Do you know this? Fig tree, don't know? But all of you know this one. That is Anjir. You have idea about it? Yes. So some people you like that fruit and some people you don't like. Fruit is there and dry fruit also we have, right? So Anjir, that is nothing but fig tree. That is nothing but fig tree. So say this one. So how this is? Fig tree is very healthiest fruit. So all the people must eat that one at least 1 or 2 per day. So now we can learn about this poem. How is it? What is this? So see this. So it's my neighbor's fig tree. Yes, we see so many trees or plants in our garden and our neighbor's garden also. Right? Whatever we have beautiful flowers or plants also. But in our neighbor's garden, if we have more or any other different, we are very much excited about it, right? Compared to our garden. Now here, this fig tree is a neighbor's one. So neighbor's garden they have. So how our poet felt about it, that we can see in this poem, the neighbor's fig tree. So the fig tree was held sacred in all countries of southwestern Asia and in Egypt, Greece and Italy. Yes, in all the countries, it's a very great one, sacred one. Sacred one means it's a divine one. So divine tree in all countries because it has very healthy values in that. So that's why everyone gives value to importance to this fig tree. The fig is the most talked about fruit in the Bible, and figs were mentioned in a Babylonian hymn book about 2000 BC. Yes, in the Bible. So in the Babylonian hymn means, yes, hymns means songs. So the people in those days what they sang. Okay, so this is a Babylonian hymn book about 2000 BC. Now we are 2080, 2020 we are. But in those days, so how they are 4000 years ago, 4020 years ago, how they learned. So how they sang this, what the importance of them. From those years onwards only it was very important. So most talked fruit. Why? Why did they talk? Because it is definite that a fig tree provided the first clothing as noted in the Bible. The eyes of both of them were opened and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. So fig trees, if you see, actually human beings, if you see, you have idea about this. So now we have to protect our body, we are wearing clothes and all these things. Once upon a time, olden days, instead of these cloths, they used the skin of the animals also, right? You have idea about this. And before that, the people have no intention. Yes, you know, human beings came from monkeys only, right? So that before, first initially, these human beings never wore clothes. They don't know to wear the clothes also. But when they opened their eyes, when they ate this fruit, then they understood, oh, it's very shame. We didn't have clothes. Like that they thought, and immediately with the leaves of the fig tree only, they stitched the leaves cloth, and they wore that one. So that's why it is called forbidden fruit also according to them. Some people they say it's a forbidden fruit. Apple is the forbidden fruit. Some apples are there that they ate and then only it started all the generations. Like that they are telling. But actually according to Bible they feel it's not an apple, it is a fig only, fig tree only, fig fruit only. So when they were naked means without clothes, and later they started to wear the clothes after eating this fruit. But there is room for speculation that the forbidden fruit might have been a fig, not an apple. So maybe something is there. Forbidden fruit means it's not apple. Maybe that is nothing but fig tree only, fig fruit only. That belief also most of the people have according to Bible. Right, Nana? Yes. Now it's a time to recite the poem. So we can, by saying this, we can learn the poem. See, in disregard of anchored root, my neighbor's fig tree, thick and fruit, an invitation mute extends across the fence. See, in disregard of anchored roots, in disregard means, so no attention, no one, it simply be ignored, of anchored roots. Anchored root means the tree means, suppose in the starting plant means we have very limited roots, but big tree means the roots spread over in the ground, right? Big trees if you see. So the same anchored roots means deep roots spread over surrounding ground in the mud. And my neighbor's fig tree, yes, just beside my neighbor's fig tree, it's completely spread over the roots in the ground. And how is it? Thick and fruit. So big tree means automatically very thick leaves and much leaf, more and more leaves and fruits. Right? Thick and fruit. An invitation mute extends across the fence. So an invitation mute. So we have no invitation. Mute means it's a stop. So we have no invitation. If we have invitation, directly we can go. But it's no there is no invitation. How? Extends across the fence. So across the fence. Fence means fencing. So without allowing any others, we that is some barriers we keep it surround it, right? On some people they construct the walls, but those are short walls means on that they keep again with the wires, strings they use it. So different ways. So but the tree means, can it be like there only? No. The branches will spread over the fencing also. Yes. Each branch that bends its load, sun-warmed and dark of skin, like swelling purses with a rich man. Rich man defies the law of property to make a sinner out of me. So each branch that bends, yes, big tree it is, automatically the trees will bend over. And at the same time it's a load also. Load means so many fruits are there. So in the mangoes, summer season mangoes, how they come down, or else any other fruits also with the load, heavy weight, how all the branches down. So like that here, bends its loads. Sun-warmed and dark of skin, sun-warmed, somewhat warm weather it is, and the dark of skin, so the skin is also dark color, and like swelling purses rich within. So it's very forbidden fruit and very rarely these available. It's same to it's somewhat cost also, right? So then the person who has this tree, the person if they sell these fruits, yes, if he sells the fruit, yes, will they get big thick purses or not? Thick purses means here much amount in the purse. Suppose 10 notes or 15 notes, if we keep it in our purse, it won't become large. But that much of amount if we keep it, so the purse size also increases, right? Here thick of purses means fill the purse with the money, right? So like swelling purses rich within, defies the law of property to make a sinner out of me. So your purses are becoming very rich, swelling. So now the defies the laws of property. So that is your property, law of property. But here to make a sinner out of me. So in my body, whatever the sinner in my inside, sinner means it's a papam. So if can we do like that? No, that is coming out. It's not correct one, it's a bad word, but it is coming out. Maybe I am getting doubt about it. Now, my neighbor's figure, innocent of boundary, has no intent to foster crimes of appetite, ulterior motives, right or wrong, concern it less than sun and air, and that first law the urge to bear. So, my sin, My neighbor's figure, innocent. Figure means here that tree. My neighbor's tree, how is it? Innocent. Innocent means no feeling of guilty, nothing at all. It didn't do anything. By seeing that we are only increasing the feeling, yes, go and take the fruits from me. Like that it attracting us, right? Innocent of boundary, has no intent to foster crimes of appetite. So, but has no intent. It has no intention, but to foster crimes of appetite. So it has the desire of food, but it creates a feeling in our mind to desire to eat. So appetite means, yes, by seeing that we get mouth watering and to go take it and eat it, like that we feel it now. That's an appetite feeling. So here ulterior motives, wrong or right. So at last, so I could not control myself whether it is right or wrong. Concern it less than sun and air, and that first law, the urge to bear. So the first law is whether it is right or wrong. In the sun and air, here we are. So in this, actually can we go and without their permission, can we take this one? That's not correct one. But so urge to bear. So everything should, that's a requesting that we can, or else we should bear this kind of one. But now it's very tempting. So in the neighbors we have this big tree, and the fruits are very tempting to me, and when I see that, I feel to eat. So like that, this neighbor's fruit is there, neighbor's tree is there, right? So what is this neighbor's tree? Fig tree. So most of you like this one. If you don't like it also, you try to eat because it's very healthy, right? Fig trees. So now, just once I am reading the poem, see that, in disregard of anchored root, my neighbor's fig tree, thick and fruit, an invitation mute extends across the fence. Each branch that bends its load, sun-warmed and dark of skin, like swelling purses rich within, defies the law of property to make a sinner out of me. My neighbor's figure, innocent of boundary, has no intent to foster crimes of appetite, ulterior motives, right or wrong, wrong or right, concern it less than sun and air, and the first law, the urge to bear. So anywhere, in any conditions, should bear it, should not commit any kind of sins, right? So that here, this fig tree, right? So we can do the question answers from this poem.